Welcome. Welcome, Jen Bull. How are you? Welcome, Nicole. Come on in. We are going to talk about a $27 program. $27 down. It's a one-time fee. And of course, my laptop wants to upgrade. Right now, we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. Hey, Shani girl. Hey. Late night is where it's at. Y'all come on in. Share this out. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. I had said I was going to do like a ASMR voice and be a little, but I guess I just really don't know how to do that now, do I? Come on in. 4 reasons to get started with digital marketing. Who would like more time freedom? There's no experience required. You do not need a huge following, and you do not need to carry physical products. Sounds like a dream to me. I don't know about you, but come on in. Say hello. Double tap that screen. Welcome, Jacqueline. Welcome. Happy to have you here. We are in the late night hour talking about 4 reasons you need to get started with digital marketing. I've got a $27 start opportunity, one-time fee. So we will get into it. Let me know in the comments where you are watching from. Let me know in the comments if you would like more time freedom. Most people would like more time freedom. It's not always about the money. Welcome, Dr. Rhonda. Welcome. My name is Tamira. I am a seasoned sales marketing veteran. Over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. I've been a digital marketer for the past 10, 11 years. In addition to my double master's degree in marketing and finance, my bachelor's degree in marketing and Spanish, I have multiple certifications in digital marketing. Digital marketing is a highly paid skill set that basically in 2024, no one can afford to not learn some aspect of digital marketing. Everything from personal branding to email marketing to content marketing, social media marketing. Digital marketing covers a breadth of areas, and some of them overlap. For example, affiliate marketing is a form of marketing where you are marketing other people's products for a commission. Where digital marketing comes in is you can leverage digital marketing in your affiliate marketing business in order to be able to reach more people, strategically and in a targeted manner, so that you are actually doing business with people that you otherwise would have never met or been able to do business with at all. In my 10 years, I have done business with people in places that I have never set foot on their country's land. Places like Spain, the United Kingdom, Monaco, right? And so the vast majority of the thousands of people I have worked with over the last 10 years, I never met face to face. I would have never known them, would never have been able to do business with them had it not been for digital marketing. The entire reason I wanted to get started with digital marketing is in creating a business. I quickly ran out of my hot and warm market and actually found like a huge chunk of what should have been my hot market was actually the coldest market ever. And so I came up with this brilliant idea after watching a video by a guy named Simon Sinek about the golden circle and about the people, starting a movement and the people who believe what you believe. And I said to myself, self, there are 1 billion people on Facebook at that time. I said, I know I can find 100 of them that believe what I believe, if not 1,000 of them that believe what I believe, and I don't have to argue for success amongst people who are determined and decided, amen, that what I believe is a failing thought. It is a failing concept. And why should I take a constructive criticism from people who have never constructed anything? So I set out on a digital marketing journey, and that journey has led me to where I am today. It has led me to where I am today. And in between then and now, I have visited all over the continent, all over, I won't say the world because I haven't been to Europe, but digital marketing has taken me places that I never would have thought I would go. For example, Rapid City, South Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota. I've been to Arizona. I've been to the Phoenix area and trained. I've been to San Diego and trained people. I've been to Atlanta. Well, I'd been to Atlanta before. It wasn't my first time to Atlanta. I've been to New York. I've been on multi-million-dollar yachts, all because of what I've been able to accomplish with digital marketing, okay? Digital marketing is a highly paid skill set, and I don't care who you are or what you do. Digital marketing is something you are going to need to have in your basket of skills going forward. We live in a digitized world. We live in a world where AI is becoming increasingly ever present. Okay, AI is becoming increasingly ever present. Did you know that in 2018, 60% of jobs that existed then did not actually exist in 1940? Why is that? Because of technological advancements, right? So if that's the case in 2018 and it is now 6 years later, I would like to think that it's even more than 60%, okay? Here is the thing. You cannot worry about AI taking your job. It's the person who learns how to use AI that you need to fear. It's the person who is upskilling, who is pairing AI with digital marketing, who is pairing AI skills along with personal branding and building their own brand, even building a corporatized brand of themselves that you should be concerned with. See, here's the thing. Thank you for the likes. Here's the thing. What you have to understand is, and I've seen this happen at least twice in my 30-some year career, okay? And that is this: when there are major economic shifts, right, the people who have the toughest time are the people with white-collar jobs, right? Because they are definitely seen as, I don't know if I want to say replaceable, but they, in a sense, they kind of are replaceable, right? Because these massive corporation overlords and ogres have this mindset. Thank you so much, Pineapple Brown. Thank you so much for the likes, right? They have this mindset that, especially if you are like mid-season, mid-career, they have this mindset that they can replace you because you usually are higher paid with someone at a fraction of the cost and twice the hunger because they are younger. And that has actually been true until Gen Z. I think Gen Z might be changing that. However, they still, because of technology, can replace you in a much more cost-effective and efficient manner. So what does that mean? That means that you thinking that your job is the safest place for you to have your future and your income is a fallacy. It is incorrect. It is very dangerous waters to tread. It is extremely dangerous waters to tread. So what does that mean to you? It means you need to learn new skills. You need new skills in your toolbox. Digital marketing skills are skills that everyone needs. I don't care if you are a doctor. I don't care if you are a pharmacist, a dentist, a med spa owner. I don't care if you are a beauty salon owner. My 4-year-old granddaughter told her brother yesterday that's what she wants to be when she grows up. She wants to own a salon, right? And she knew that's exactly what she wanted, okay? So I don't care if you are a librarian. I don't care if you are a crossing guard. I don't care if you are a starving artist, you can benefit from digital marketing and digital products, okay? You have to understand that in 2024, when we have access to things like Google, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, right? For free, when we have access to Chat GPT, Claude, we have Microsoft Copilot, we have Perplexity, we have Google Gemini available as AI thought generation and research capable chatbots available to us for free. When we have social media platforms that will put us in front of hundreds of people, a couple hundred at a time, all the way up to millions at a time, that there is no time like right now to be alive. And there is no time like right now to monetize yourself and your life. Like, I really appreciate these likes, Pineapple Brown. There is no time like right now. Never before in history has it been this easy for anyone, regardless of education, regardless of experience, to be able to jump in feet first and get their feet wet and actually make significant cash flow, make significant economic impact in their own life, to be able to do business with people in their sleep, to be able to transact in their sleep and make money in their sleep, to be able to do business with people all around the world. And I have been doing this successfully since 2013. I made my first dollar on Instagram, y'all, with less than 200 followers. Less than 200 followers. And you know what I didn't have? I didn't have Digital Boss Academy. No, ma'am, I did not. I bought PLR. I bought MRR, right? PLR it stands for private label rights. It means you are licensing the ability to use products that someone else created as a done-for-you product and rebranded and marketed as your own. Some of them allow you to resell them as is. I would recommend that you not do that, that you change the fonts, that you change the colors, you come up with your own branding, and you make that done-for-you product look and feel like your own branding, and that you have that uniform branding look across all of your products, okay? But here is the deal. The PLR and MRR, which stands for Master Resale Rights, that stuff, like, I see a lot of haterade, and it's actually disappointing, some of the haterade I am seeing from quote unquote high level people in certain spaces. I can tell you that PLR and MRR is definitely making people scared, because some of the posts that are being made, like, you cannot judge the MRR and PLR today compared to what it was 10 years ago. It is not the same level of PLR and MRR. A lot of the PLR and MRR back in the day was actually made and written by people using very archaic forms of AI, so to speak, or software, encoded software that someone had made. They were written by people in countries, overseas, where English was not their first language, and they were very basic in nature. The PLR today is much more customized. It is much more modernized. It is much more feminized. Welcome, Anna, Michelle. Welcome, Anna. Okay. It is much more feminized, right? The PLR today is not you just buying a bunch of, PDF ebooks and a website. It is not that PLR anymore. It is not that MRR anymore. It is not buying videos with like really archaic, old looking slideshows and making them loop and recording them as a MP4 with a digitized voice. It is you. And here's the thing, even if you bought some of that today, you can modernize it with AI very quickly and easily. No, the PLR and MRR today looks like a community. The PLR and MRR today is a much more training focused. There's a lot of video instruction. It's a lot more detailed. It's a lot more of what is actually working now, not just class. Hey, girl. Hey, my girl M is here. She is who I watched for a little bit, and I jumped in and bought Digital Boss Academy through her. She also has UBC, which is like Ultimate Branding Course, I think. So you definitely want to follow her. But PLR and MRR today is not what it used to be. It is a lot more community focused. It is a lot more detailed. It is a lot more success focused, right? And that is why the PLR and MRR of yesterday is dirt cheap compared to these courses, because these courses and these products and programs are a conglomeration. They are I wanted to say a big fancy word. I'm not going to say that word because I actually don't even think it fits contextually, but they are a vault, right? It is an entire vault that you are getting, but you're not just getting the vault of a done for you product. You are getting training, you are getting community, you are getting so much more than the old PLR and MRR. So these people in certain spaces that I'm not going to name, and they're whining and complaining and kvetching about PLR and MRR, tells me one thing, that courses like DBA, like UBC, are putting a hurting on their pockets, because people are figuring out, like I did, that you can get 100% profit when you are selling done for you courses that you bought the rights to, when you are selling your own knowledge and experience, right? See, the other thing that the haters are out there saying about DBA, for example, is that it's a course where you are just teaching people to create or sell a course, which, first of all, there's a market for that, so I don't see what the problem is. Second of all, let me slow myself down. Okay, so there is a market for that, and I don't see what the problem is, other than they're a little concerned that you might be, stealing business from them, which I can tell you, in my professional opinion, products like DBA, programs like DBA, they're not even the same market that a lot of these people are marketing and creating, right? But I know the heart of the woman, the gal who put together DBA. And DBA was created to teach you how to fish. It was not created to feed you. No. It was to teach you how to fish, to never be broke again another day in your life, because you will know how to create. You will know how to create a sales funnel. Just because you don't create the product, you got to create the sales funnel, right? You can create the market. You can create the ooh, y'all got me preaching tonight. You can create the audience. You can create the community, so that you can bring this high converting offer to the community. Because here's the thing, and I can tell you, with over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, with the last 10, 11 of those years being in digital marketing, trying to be it all and do it all gets exhausting. It gets exhausting. So why not work smarter? Why not work smarter? Why would you work harder? Right? You take the pieces that you love to do and you do those. Thank you for the love, M. You take the pieces that you love, that you shine at, and you do those pieces yourself, and then you outsource for the rest. And there's no easier way to outsource than a done for you product that is already a high converting product. I've been coming on this app for weeks and telling y'all that if you want to make money online, you need two things. You need a high converting offer, and you need traffic. You need to get that high converting offer in front of the right people. And like I said earlier, there has never been a better time to be able to bring all these things together: digital marketing, AI marketing, affiliate marketing, MRR and PLR. There's never been a better time to bring all of those things together and use them to make yourself wealthy. Okay? So DBA was never marketed or intended to be like, oh, this is the only thing you will ever have to buy and you will be rich for the rest of your life. Only a fool would think that. Only a fool would say such things. Okay. The fact is, DBA is the beginning. It is you walking through the door to the portal and entering the world of online digital income. It is going to give you, it is going to equip you with everything that you need to be able to change your mindset and look at how you can create money instead of earning it and being someone else's wage slave. There, I said it. Okay. So everything from getting funding, everything from forming your business, setting it up as a LLC, to fixing your personal credit, to obtaining business credit, to learning digital marketing, to learning branding. These are the fundamentals of actually creating a business and not something that is just trending here today and gone tomorrow. Can I get an amen? That is what this is about. It is about giving you a foundation, and then you can go and build upon that foundation. And that is why Module 2 is releasing on July 1st. Module 2 is releasing on July 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern, okay? So you can grab both Modules 1 and Modules 2 right now for the low of $111 and actually only $27 with Klarna or Afterpay. From the link in my bio, you click the third button, okay? And you just click the third button. I am going to switch my screen around here, and I am going to show you what it looks like in the classroom. But maybe I gotta first turn off this background. See, this is the problem when I be using these things, because I get lost in the sauce. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and flip this camera. Where the thing at though to flip it? There we go. Okay, so let's flip this camera. Okay, so we are in the community portion of DBA. I'm going to click on share your wins. Share your wins. Okay, 3 sales in my last 72 hours. Okay, sales had lead harvesting is key. Much success, everyone. This flyer that I made is catching attention. Okay, so let's look at this. There is the flyer, $281. Okay, $281. 92 sales in 7 days, $10,212. Goal set and met. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not normal. This is not what you can expect. This is definitely an outlier. But I'm going to say this. There are 7 people who have made $10,000 or more in this community of 5,600 people in the last 30 days. So something is going on, okay? $10,212 goal set and met, okay? Welcome, Tyler. DBA for the win. I got 2 sales tonight whilst I was on live. Sounds like she's from the UK. I made $3,000 yesterday. No ads. Made my first sale today. I was so excited. Purchased DBA and on Thursday. Made my first sale 4 days later. What I want you to understand about DBA, thank you for the likes. Welcome, Anne Marie. What I want you to understand about DBA is this. There are people who have bought $500 courses, $900 courses, and they bought multiple of them, and they have not been able to make a sale. Then they come over and they join DBA, and they are selling like hot cakes, okay? It does not mean that those other products are bad, that they are not relevant. It means that there was a misalignment, that the products that they were originally marketing to the communities that they have built and cultivated, that there was a mismatch, that their audience might not have been ready for those $500 products, for those $900 products. So by joining with DBA, which was created to serve an underserved market, they have better alignment. and they've already been developing and educating a market, and now that market is ready because they have a product that is better matched. And not only that, the product that they have better matched to that audience is a product that prepares that audience and helps them build their confidence by getting them results. And that in turn is preparing them to up level to a $500 course like UBC. So this was a product that was created to help people understand and get acclimated to the digital marketing space and get a certain level of success and build their confidence up so that they are better equipped to not only create the funds to buy these other products, but to actually be able to sell them. Okay? There are various price points. I remember back in the day, I was always amazed when someone would try to upsell me to like a $1,200 course or a $2,000 course after I went through their funnel and bought something for $7 as a tripwire. That was a big stretch to me to go from spending $7 to $1,200 or $2,000, right? Are there people that do it? Yes, but it wasn't going to be me. Okay, it wasn't going to be me. Okay, so sales while I slumbered, money in your sleep. Listen to me, Linda. Listen. You will never make money in your sleep without digital marketing. There is no way on God's green earth with an F. I said it like that. There is no way on God's green earth you will make money in your sleep in 2024 and beyond without digital marketing. In fact, it was not until the internet that the average common person, regardless of education or skill set, would even be able to making money in their sleep without creating some sort of mail order catalog or something like that. And that still was not necessarily money in their sleep because they had to have people, working to handle the mail coming in and all this other stuff, right? So like I said before, there is no better time to be alive and be learning digital marketing. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your area of expertise is, whether it be corporately, whether it be job-wise, whether it be recreationally, whether it be hobby-wise, whether it be life-wise, okay? There is a huge untapped market right now for content. And do you want to know what that huge untapped market is? Drop a 1 in the comments. Drop a 1 in the comments. And I'm going to share a money niche with you. I'm going to share a money niche. I mean, there is a huge content gap, and I do not see enough people. And I've been talking about this for a while. Drop a 1 in the comments if you want to know this money niche. You probably won't hear this or find this too many other places. Hello, Roz. Tyra said 1. Okay. So here, check this out. Everybody is ragging on Gen Z, but a lot of this is not Gen Z's fault. Gen Z has been coddled their entire life. They are the tablet generation. They are the product of the internet. Gen Z, because of parenting style shifts over the last 50 years, has not learned life skills. I'm going to say it again. And I'm not saying all of them, but a good number of Gen Z has not learned life skills. So imagine creating content around the niche of creating content that teaches Gen Z life skills, like how to sew a button on their shirt if it pops off. How to boil water. You would be amazed. How to boil water. How to change a tire. How to check the oil in their car. Things that us, especially like Gen X, take for granted, that our parents and grandparents taught us. I remember my grandfather, when my sister and I, who are 18 months apart, were in high school and got our first car, he made it his business to teach us how to check the oil in the car and how to change the tire, because he did not want us on the side of the road anywhere being in harm's way because we didn't know how to change a tire ourselves, or thinking someone was there to help us and they were actually there to harm us. This is the same man who also taught me how to punch a man and kick him in the you know what, as when I was like 6, to protect myself. Okay, so Gen Z has not been afforded that type of education. They have been, and I don't mean this in a negative way, I just don't know any other way to say it. They have been coddled. They have been babied. They have not been taught these life skills like the rest of us, right? That's why when my grandchildren are here, they clean up after themselves. They can only have so many toys out at a time, and then they have to put the rest back. So my little 4-year-old granddaughter, I've got a huge makeup collection because I come from the world of beauty and skincare. She likes to play in my makeup, right? And I let her take a few pieces home with her every time she comes. She's hilarious. She had nail polish. She polished her nails on the floor in my living room, on my hardwood floor, and didn't drop. Not one single drop of nail polish on the floor. Not one, because she knows the expectation, right? But she got that nail polish home and her mama said it was everywhere. But that's the difference. Sometimes kids know what they can do to their parents, and they'll do to their parents what they won't do to anybody else. That's just the way it is. But we have to teach our children life skills. And there is a huge opportunity to teach Gen X by way of a YouTube channel, for example, by way of short form content, by way of a Pinterest account, how to do simple things in life, right? As a skincare product person, as a skincare product expert, as of certain lines and brands, teaching people things such as how to clean and disinfect, right? People not knowing, people in their 30s and even 40s, early 50s, not knowing that when they launder their sheets, for example, that does not mean that they are disinfected, right? People not change. There is a statistic. You can look it up. You can look this statistic up that there is a certain number of people that only change their sheets once a year. And that their pillowcase, as a result, welcome Mia Rose, welcome Dells, that they have over a pound of dead skin cells and grossness on their pillowcase. And I think that's just after 1 month. And people are only changing their sheets once a year. And then there are people who are changing their sheets more frequently, but they're not understanding that they also should disinfect them, especially after they've been sick, right? So you can create a substantial income by teaching Gen X these things. So I'm going to type in something here, and I'm going to show you something, why I make this claim, okay? Okay. So this quote, like anybody who knows anything about marketing, sales, and advertising is going to know this quote. People will do anything for those who encourage their dreams, justify their failures, allay their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. So if Gen Z is struggling with lifing, with adulting, and you are the content creator that is helping them to be able to do what might be seemingly easy tasks for the rest of us, don't you think you're going to have an audience that you can monetize? Don't you think you're going to have an audience of raving fans? Drop a 2, definitely. I didn't even have to say drop a 2. Definitely, right? And so as you are educating them, for example, with your content, you can then, as you build your community, I think it's 20,000 on a platform, preferably, I think, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, I think, and maybe even TikTok. Amazon will allow you into their influencer program. At 5,000, you can get in TikTok Shop. And now you can offer them affiliate products. So you see how this works? Am I making sense here? Welcome, Angela. Am I making sense here? I hope so, because my arm is getting tired holding this phone. I tried to use my tripod, but I just couldn't get it to the right height. So I'm going to switch our hands here for just a second. Maybe even switch position just a little bit, okay? So digital marketing, DBA is that girl. DBA, let's go ahead and take a peek inside of DBA, okay? Let's go and take a peek inside of DBA. Let's look at the classroom, okay? So this is what ultimately sold me on DBA. There are a lot of things that sold me on DBA, but when I saw this, I gotta sit up for a second. My shoulder. Okay. When I saw this, first of all, that red is my favorite color. Second of all, I understand the power of red in branding and marketing. I'm not going to get into all that right now. Welcome, Valentina. Welcome, Edwina. Okay. But when I saw the professionalism of this and just the cleanness of it, I was very impressed. Okay. So there are multiple modules here in DBA, Digital Boss Academy. Boom, right there. By the way, when you join DBA, you get access to this, right? But you have to submit your receipt, okay? And in the start here is going to welcome you and give you an intro. Then you immediately want to go to set up your store. And I always recommend, even if you have no inclination of selling it, still create the store, get your link, and get your link in your bio. I promise you, I've been doing this a long time, okay? If you want to know why I say that, you can just say so in the comments. But trust me, even if you have no intention of actively selling it, if you apply the information that you learn in this course, people are going to come to you and start asking you for help with digital marketing. I kid you not. People are going to come to you, and then you can recommend the course to them because it is an MRR and you get 100% of the profit, okay? So those are the first things you want to do, regardless of if you think you can't sell and you're not interested in selling. I have a motto, and that motto is get ready, be ready, stay ready. Get ready, be ready, stay ready. So you're going to set up your online store, regardless of if you think you're a salesperson or not, regardless of if you think you can sell, and you're just going to put that link in your bio. You're going to add it to your existing store or your existing link tree or whatever it is that you may have already, okay? The other thing you're going to do is you're going to commit to 90 days of personal development. You're going to commit to 90 days of coming to this millionaire mindset and doing, I actually would tell you to do these things every day. Write down 10 things that you are grateful for each and every morning, as early in the morning as possible. Doing your affirmations, doing them actually 3 times a day. I would also recommend that you spend 10 minutes reading a day. Okay, I know we love our motivational videos and there's nothing wrong with listening to those. I tend to have those on in the background, but you still want to spend 10 minutes reading every day, or read 10 pages from a book every single day. And you will be amazed at what transforms in your mindset, your belief, your confidence level after 90 days. If you know anything about 75 hard, that is a huge part of actually 75 hard. There is a reason for that. Okay, now we are going to move into what I call the fundamentals of building a business, regardless, right? This is next gen. That's my phrase of the year. Next generation, next level, modernized marketing. Okay, we are moving into modernized business fundamentals. Okay, you got to know how to build a bomb brand. You got to learn some foundations of digital marketing. We're also going to give you some content inspiration, okay? And there is a content vault, okay? That content vault has over 43 pieces of done-for-you content for you to be able to use in your marketing, okay? There is a PLR vault. That vault is for you to be able to go in and sell done-for-you products if you choose to. You can use some of them and give them away in order to collect data. And that data is leads, right? People that you can build into your community and market to. Video editing. Again, we're talking marketing. What century are we in? The 21st? I have no idea. I think we're in the 21st century. We're talking 21st century marketing, because the last 20 years, a lot of people have been able to get away with last century's marketing, but no more, because AI is coming in and changing that. Y'all should be double tapping the screen furiously, because I'm giving you game here. I'm giving you the real deal. I'm giving you a way to future proof your income. Future proof your income with these skills. A lot of people are going to be left behind, and relatively quickly. It's going to happen so fast, they're not going to know what hits them, because AI is the devil. AI is evil. AI is the mark of the beast. And they're going to be left behind, because they're not going to know how to generate cash flow in the 21st century, moving into the 22nd history. Because you check this, some of us, we're going to be living to 120, and we're going to actually look good and feel good too. Some of us are going to be living to 120, some even 130. I'm going to just be generous and say it is very safe to assume that a lot of us are going to be living to 100, 105, 110 years old. And Social Security and that ain't gonna last you that long, baby. It just ain't. Even your 401k, because some of y'all don't even have them, and you haven't invested in them, and you didn't know, and you didn't get the help to be able to invest in them the right way. And I'm not knocking you. I'm just giving you reality. Right? Someone said they don't sell this by selling the cost of it. They sell it by selling the cost of not doing it. And this is the cost of not doing it. If you get this course simply to learn digital marketing and apply it in your own career, let alone a business, it is well worth the $111. Because some of y'all ain't gonna have a career without some digital marketing skills in order to be able to brand yourself and set you apart from the competition. Because when you apply for a job these days, you might be competing with 10,000 other people. So you definitely need digital. I'm going to say it again. When you apply for a job today, you might be competing with 10,000 people. So you need to be able to employ and do things that you've never done before to get results that you've never gotten. So how do you be able to stand out from the other 9,999 people of the 10,000 that applied? And keep in mind, you're already going to be up against nepotism and cronyism, and they might already have somebody in mind for the position, if they are actually even hiring for the position. What if, hear me out here, what if you got so cold at digital marketing and social media marketing and LinkedIn that employers started coming to you? Ask me how I know. What if they started coming to you and seeking you out? What if you went from being the hunter, being on the job hunt, to being hunted for the job? There's only one way you're going to be able to do that, boo. Digital marketing. And that is why I promise you, I do not care who you are, what education level you have, what you have done in your career. If at this point in the game you are not learning and utilizing digital marketing, you're going to be culo out. And you know what culo stands for, right? Culo, dum, 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 culo. Remember that song? Right? Digital marketing. Everybody needs to learn digital marketing. You know what else you need? Branding. Because branding is what's going to set you apart from other job candidates. Branding is what's going to set you apart from competitors in your space if you are a marketer, if you have a business. There is a local business here that they are a non-alcoholic. They are a sober bar for teetotalers or whatever they call them. So when people don't drink alcohol, they can go to a bar like this and they can get botanical drinks. They can get adaptogen drinks. They can just get, mocktails, right? Mocktails are huge, especially amongst a certain demographic. But because they didn't have a Tamira Hamilton in place, because they didn't have an astute digital marketer in place, they are now closing their physical location, and they will only be attending like the mini street festivals and that we have here in the summer. And I don't know what they're going to do in the winter. You cannot afford to not know digital marketing. You cannot afford to at least understand it in order to be able to hire and have the right expectations of those that you hire, whether in-house or outsource. It's just not acceptable in 2024 and moving forward to not know digital marketing. You have to know things like email marketing. You have to know, be able to go out and get influencers and brand ambassadors. Yes, even local businesses. Right? I mean, I could talk for hours about this. Back in the day, I was a gym rat. The gym I went to, I referred so many people in 1 year, and I got compensated for it. But what they should have done is they should have made me a brand ambassador. Right? And I didn't know enough back then to pitch them and say, hey, I'll be your brand ambassador. Right? And it wasn't that I was a celebrity or anything, but people were coming from pretty far to go check that gym out because I kept posting about it. And I would check in on Foursquare. Remember Foursquare? I would check in. I was the governor for a really long time. And if you checked in a certain amount of times at the same place, you were the governor. You got extra points and you got prominence within that app, right? So they should have made me an ambassador. They should have made me an influencer of their gym, okay? And when they actually got presented with the opportunity to and didn't, I canceled my membership. I was done with them, okay? So CapCut, video marketing, right? These are things that you cannot afford to not know in 2024. Automations. Remember what I said, you will not make money in your sleep without automation. You will not make money in your sleep without digital marketing, because automating it is not enough. You have to know how to write those emails. You have to know how to write email subject lines. You have to know how to structure the email to get people to click. Okay? Budgeting like a boss. Learn IG, TikTok, business formation, beauty business, right? There are beauty business resources. Learn the beauty industry. That is where my beginning is. The business of beauty. The business of beauty, okay? Credit and personal credit and business credit. A whole module on affiliate marketing. Airbnb, start your Airbnb business. Get fit, get fine. We work out together. This is a community. Okay, there are some Q&A replays. There are some bonuses. And then coming soon with volume 2, email marketing, how to launch, how to sell digital marketing courses, YouTube, MRR mastery, funnels with Go High Level. All of that is coming with module 2 on July the 1st. You can get volumes 1 and volumes 2 for a measly $111, $27 down. And if you join while I am live, I will give you a free one-on-one strategy session up to 20 minutes. And just know people pay me to pick my brain, and it's $497 a session. And I'm giving that away free, which I really don't feel I should have to, because the thing speaks for itself. Right? When you take the legal environment of business in undergrad, they teach you res ipsa loquitur. The thing speaks for itself, or let the master speak, right? And what that means is that the employer is responsible for what the employer does legally. In most cases, the employee is not legally held responsible for mistakes and negligence that they have on the job, with the exception of certain professions, right? And so the thing speaks for itself. And when I look at this PLR vault known as DBA and the community that it has, not only what you see in this classroom, but those results that I've shown you, the thing speaks for itself. And $111 is a steal. I'm going to show you why. Okay? When I look at Build a Bomb brand, and branding is my specialty. Okay? And my last name is Hamilton. The girl who created this, she is a Hamilton. I don't know if we related or not. I think so, though. Because one thing I can tell you, one thing for certain, two things for sure. A Hamilton and marketing is a, woo, baby. That's some good marketing right there. Let me show you. Okay, look at what's here. Why branding is important. Choosing a brand name. ways to create a brand name, choosing a tagline. These are all things that I teach and have taught for years. Okay? Let me show you this. This is a brand. You see that? 25,000 followers on a Facebook business page. That is monetized. And there was a sister page over on IG that had just as many followers. That is a beauty, that originated as a beauty brand. It always was a lifestyle brand, but in the beginning, it really heavily focused on beauty. Okay? You see that name? Haute Chocolat. A lot of people think it's hot chocolate. It's actually haute chocolat, like haute couture, right? But it's a double entendre. That brand name was not just an accident. There is a story behind the brand name. I've told that story many a times. People see that name and they love it. When you see me over here, you will see that name again. Okay? You will see that name again. Right? But people also know me as this. Right? People will refer to me, people who have known me online for quite some time. Welcome, Betty. There are people, they're usually men, who call me TamiraHamilton.com. Why? Because I've been branding my images for years with TamiraHamilton.com or hashtag haute chocolat. Okay? There is a power in your brand. Your brand is what people say about you when you are not around. And you are the brand. You are the brand. That is why, and I can't say I don't do faceless accounts, because my haute chocolat IG, it had a faceless appeal to it for a few years. But reluctantly, I always wanted to be the face of my brand because I understood that I am the brand. I am the brand. I am the content. I am the algorithm. I've been saying that for years. That's branding, right? You can go to TamiraHamilton.com right now. Matter of fact, you are the content. I'm typing with one finger. Bear with me. Right here. Pulling it up. There it is. You are the content. Right there on my blog. TamiraHamilton.com. I have been saying this for years, y'all. But there's continuity in my branding. You're always going to see my brand colors, right? Again, those were not chosen by accident. That is done with intention. And this is because I have 32 years of sales marketing and experience, right? I had over 20 years in sales marketing and leadership when I came to the internet and started doing these things, right? And I naturally knew to do these things. Not everybody does. And that is why there is a branding module inside of DBA. And what I can tell you is, look at all of this. Look at all that. That is at least $497 worth of value right there alone. And DBA is only a one-time fee of $111, and you can make your $111 back with one sale. And you can get it started for only $27 today on ForePay with Klarna or Afterpay, and turn around and make a sale within 24 hours and be in the black, make your money back. Where else can you do that? Where else do you know how long it took me to recoup and make my money back from my college education? And you know they do that intentionally, right? You know they do that intentionally. Like, don't even get me started on the whole education thing, especially as a dark-skinned woman, you know, because now all of a sudden education ain't really all that. And why? Because the number one people getting those educations are women. and women who look like me. Okay, I'm just keep it real with you. Okay, so the good thing is I come from a family. My grandparents never went to college. They did graduate high school. Definitely could read and write on both sides of my family, right? And one thing I learned from them was to always be reading. One thing I learned from my mother, always be reading, right? Always be learning. Never think you know everything. Always, continuing education. And that's why they didn't teach digital marketing. They didn't teach social media marketing, content marketing, even when I got my master's degree. They didn't teach those things. So I wanted to learn them, and I did. And my income has done nothing but go up since I have. Okay? So DBA, I'm not going to hold you. I think I've been on here for about an hour already. Okay? So I have shown you the community. Let's go through some of my alerts. I love it. This is why I started my journey in digital marketing, to create those memorable moments with my grandchildren, right? Because I shared content that I created. I said, I think that, content of the day, and it is a video of me with my grandchildren and talking about how I can be present, right? Because if you know my story with my own children, I didn't neglect them, and it wasn't that I purposely chose my job, but I was their sole provider. And they were accustomed to living a certain lifestyle. So that meant that there were times when, I would want to be with my family, but instead I had to work because the corporate overlords got to tell me, even as a salaried vice president level employee, when I had to work and when I couldn't work. So I buy back my time now. I buy back my time with digital marketing. So I can be with my grandbabies when I want to. And for as long as I want to. I can travel with my grandbabies because I can work from anywhere. And I have. 2019, we took my grandson to Disney World for the first time. And it was on my dream board. Right? It was on my dream board because I took my children to Disney World. And I wanted to take him to Disney World. Okay? And so while I was there, I think I made like $7,000 the first day. You see what I'm saying? Digital marketing is a powerful skill set. If you never intend to sell anything, any physical products, any digital products, the number one product you are selling, because whether you are working for someone else or you are working for yourself, you are the product. I cannot stress that enough. You are the brand. You are the product. If you understand that, you would be in my link right now. And I am not in the business of convincing people. This is just how strongly I believe this. Because you got to understand, I am typically ahead of the market. I spot trends. It is a gift from God. I can spot the trends and where things are going. I like to tease and say, I have S-Spin. Like ESPN, it's a girl joke. I can see where the market is going before other people. It's part of the reason I had an X on my back in corporate America, because I could see where they were going. And I would speak up and say what I had to say. You are the brand. Whether you are working for someone else or you are working for yourself, you are the brand. You are the content. You are the algorithm. Okay. When I first went and worked it wasn't necessarily a call center, but I guess it kind of was. It was outbound sales, but by phone, selling computers and peripherals. I have a childhood wound that I have definitely worked on healing. And have gotten a lot better within the last couple years. But I don't like rejection. I've gotten better, but I still struggle with rejection, right? It's a father wound, okay? I have a problem with rejection. I don't like to be told no. Not in a spoiled or entitled way, but I fear. I've operated from a fear of rejection, and I've gotten better with it, I promise you. So my goal was to make the phone ring, to not have to cold call. My goal was to make the calls and build the relationship, and then that way when they needed something and were ready to buy, they would call me. And I became one of the top sales reps in that company because of that. I had this one guy wrapped around my finger. I mean, he bought a whole lot of this one particular SKU from me. Because I would just call him and we would laugh, we would talk. He would talk about his son. I would talk about my girls. They were younger at the time. and we just developed like a friendship. And I knew that from when I worked in travel and worked with hotels. You just develop this relationship. And so no matter what happens, I remember one of the first times one of the hotels kind of messed up, and I called, being the big bad wolf, like, you gonna fix this or we gotta rethink our relationship. And she taught me something. The lady, she taught me something. I almost said her name. I'm not gonna say her name because she got a very distinct name. She taught me something, that it's about the relationship. Yeah, we messed up, but it ain't that serious that we gotta already be talking about ending our relationship. And I never said that to another hotel again, unless it was that serious, right? Unless it had been repeated, right? She's like, no, I mean, this is the first time. This is not something we normally do. It happened this one time, and we'll fix it. But yeah. And she was real cool, Italian girl from out east. Just she had swag. The way she said it stopped me in my tracks. But I learned that lesson then, right? It's about the relationship. Nike Fuel Band. I was one of the first people to buy Nike Fuel Bands. It was a wearable. The one before, what's that one everybody wear? Now it's the iWatch, the Apple Watch. But there was the one before that everybody would wear. But before that, I had the Nike Fuel Band. And I went through like 2 of them. But I was so brand loyal to Nike. Nike could not mess up. And I would not speak bad about Nike. And that is what you want to create. And you can create that when you learn digital marketing. You are the brand. You are the content. You are the algorithm. Okay? You are the algorithm. Let me see here. Nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want to do something else. Well, did I screw up? Did I mess up, y'all? There we go. All right, let me get this. Let me get back here for y'all. I think I might be back too far. There we go. And now, of course, it has to download from the iCloud. Oh, boy. All right, we'll just use that one for now, okay? So DBA is not a course. It is a program. DBA is a PLR vault, done for you digital products with a very strong community. What that means to you is you are in business for yourself, not by yourself. We pray together, right? That millionaire mindset module includes a daily prayer call at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, right? You can work out. I think they work out on Mondays. They work out on Mondays. And that there is a module on that. Get fine, get fit, right? Because your health is your wealth. You can create all the wealth you want to, but if you don't have your health intact, that is going to be one of your biggest potential liabilities. You got to understand that, right? And that's why I'm so excited about like module 2, because module 2 is going to actually include stocks, right? So imagine, what did I say? You can create the money, whatever it is that you want, you can create the money for it. You can create the cash for it, right? You can literally say, okay, my friend is getting married in Jamaica. I need to make $3,000 to cover expenses, hotel, and that to attend this in-destination wedding, right? And so you can figure out how many units of DBA and or some other product that you need to move in order to be able to go on that trip. You can also create a product. I have done that before. I have created a product. I have created a masterclass that is paid. I have created webinars that sold products that were paid in order to pay for different things that I wanted. You can do the same, but you need to learn the digital marketing skills that will allow you to do so. So here is a list of what is currently included in DBA Volume 1, okay? Volume 2 is releasing on the 1st of July at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Right now, you can get Volume 1 and you can get Volume 2 for only $111, okay? As of 5 o'clock on July 1st, Eastern Standard Time, you will be paying $333 for both. So my suggestion to you, and again, I am not in the business of convincing people, is that you actually get joined now for a $27 down with Klarna or Afterpay, or pay in full of $111. Volume 2 comes with 25 additional modules. And see, here's the thing you got to understand about DBA. DBA is about teaching you to fish, and not just fish, but to build a fishing empire. And I'm not saying that entire empire is going to be built on DBA alone, but DBA is giving you the foundational education to be able to build that empire. And then everything else is going to be built on top of it. That is why there is Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 does have some specialty in it, but it is mostly your core foundational aspects of building a business, of building a digital boss empire, right? And then Volume 2 now is teaching you more advanced skills, giving you access and exposure to more advanced skills, principles, and concepts, and more niche industry specific. So what do I mean? Pinterest, LinkedIn, a faceless module, men's module, Shopify, Printful, which is drop shipping, webinars, Master Manifesting University, funnels in AI marketing, advertising, life insurance, taxes, content that converts, DBA preview, MRR mastery, TikTok shop, UGC, which is user generated content. That's brands paying you simply to create content. Becoming a travel agent, email marketing. There's going to be a Spanish module with French and German possible. YouTube module, stocks for beginners, social media monetization, how to become a virtual assistant, selling digital products, and Amazon KDP. Okay, you get all of that in Module 2 and Volume 2, and you get Volume 2 for free when you actually join today, and I will give you a 20 minute is getting time for me to go to bed, y'all. A 20-minute one-on-one strategy session. Okay, a 20-minute one-on-one strategy session. Okay, there are no guarantees with this. There are no guarantees of you making income. There are no product guarantees, because this is a community, and because of the downloadable nature of the product, there are no refunds, okay? So I am definitely not in the business of convincing people, right? But what I am going to do is gently urge you and to take advantage of my offer, which you can only get while I am live. And I'm not going to be live here soon, because I'm already stuttering and tripping over my words, because I'm getting tired here, of a free strategy session for free, right? Like I said, people typically pay me $497 to pick my brain. Just to pick my brain is $497, okay? So I urge you to take advantage of that. I urge you to take advantage of the fact that you can get both Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 and Volume 2 for the low of $111 or $27 if you get joined with Klarna or Afterpay right now. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this up on the screen, And I'm going to open the floor for questions. What questions do you have? How can I help you either with DBA or your marketing questions or concerns? How can I help you? What questions can I answer for you? I can't even see the time right now. Let me look at the computer. It is 12:13. I will be departing at 12:30. Okay? I will be departing at 12:30. And I don't know when I'll be offering that free strategy session again, but something just moved me to do it on this late night session. Because I don't offer that frequently because my time is limited and it's summertime and my grandbabies are out of school, so I'm not trying to spend all day every day in one-on-one sessions, but I will definitely do it for the next 3 people that join while I am on live. Okay, while I am on live, the original live recording. Okay, so DBA 2 volumes, volume 2 releasing on the 1st. It will be priced at $222. If you join today, right now, not only will you get that free strategy session from me, you will get access to volume 2 completely free at no additional charge. And once you join today, you will not have to actually pay a fee for DBA ever again. Okay, you will not. I don't think there are plans for a volume 3, right? I don't think there are plans for a volume 3. But volume 1, volume 1 and volume 2, you pay for that one time. You will not ever have to pay for that again. Now, if there is a volume 3, you might have to pay for that, pay us some sort of upgrade for that. But volume 1 and volume 2, you join today, it is a one-time fee. You do not pay monthly. There's no monthly buy-in. Now your store might cost you monthly depending on what store you choose, and what level that can cost you, but that's pretty much your only overhead. Okay? I cannot stress enough to you that you are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm. It is really important for you to understand that and embrace that going into the future. You own your future. If you want to future-proof your income earning capability, you've got to be upselling right now. It's not an option. It's not even an option for me. And that is why I love DBA. I have benefited and learned from what I've learned in the CapCut module and in the TikTok module. It has benefited from me. Okay? It has benefited me applying what I learned in those modules. Okay? DBA is not just for beginners. It is for people who need to modernize their marketing. It is for people who need to do something different and switch up their approach. It is for those who want to start a business and just don't know quite how to do it. Okay? Some of us, it's like starting a new business, venturing into this modernized marketing and business of the 21st century. Branding for the 21st century. I have friends, I have colleagues that I've been nicely telling them, like, look, your marketing is boring. Your marketing is caca. You know what that is in Spanish? Your marketing is caca. Your marketing is trash. Who are you even talking to? Nobody is connecting with your content because you sound very stodgy and old and you just are spewing out gobbledygook. You got to be able to throw in some words. I'm not saying like you got to run around sounding like your 15-year-old son or daughter, but the way you connect with them is you use a slang word of theirs every now and then. It's the same thing with your marketing. I see a lot of stale marketing out there. I know there are grandmas out there who want to be like me, who want to be able to not only spend time with their grandkids when they want to, but be able to travel, go on cruises. enter their soft girl era in their 50s and their 60s. Okay, but if you are in good health, and you are taking good care of your health, and you are going to the dentist and the doctor, some of us can expect to live to be 100, 110. It is not unreasonable. Think about how many people have celebrated birthdays in their 90s and their 100s compared to how that used to be. It is definitely becoming the norm. It is definitely becoming the norm. My old neighbor, I know he had celebrated his 100th birthday, and his wife had passed away in her 90s. They both lived. So their children were all living and in their 70s. So those children all can expect to live long lives because both of their parents did. Right? You can expect to live longer. So yes, you can look at retiring early. You can look at, entering your soft girl era, but you still need to be generating income while you're in that soft girl era, because you got to expect to live longer. Right? They've been telling us this for years. I worked in financial services. I sold mutual funds in that. So we've been telling people for years, you have to plan for a longer life expectancy. Right? So let me see what time it is, because it's about time for me to be, we still got 10 more minutes. So you got 10 more minutes to get over to my bio. Click that third button and join DBA, and I will give you a free strategy session up to 20 minutes. Okay? Free strategy session up to 20 minutes. You cannot beat the fact that you can get volumes 1 and volume 2 for only $111 full pay, $27 with Klarna or Afterpay. You just can't beat it. I don't know what else to tell you. Some people might like getting their jobs taken. Some people might because I come from a blue collar family. There are people who worked and they built cars and engines for years, but they never were able to find jobs after those factories closed that paid them what they were making in those factories. Why? Because their skill set was limited to that. And it happens to white collar workers too. My first job out of college, that company no longer exists as of a couple years ago. They merged with and were basically eaten up by another company, and they, of course, eliminated redundancies. There were people who had worked there for 30 years, and yeah, they had skills, but they were all tied specifically to that company and the software and operations that company had. Those skills were not transferable, nor were they marketable. That alone should make you run to the link in bio and join DBA. Because I promise you, I don't care what you do. I don't care what your profession is, what your background is, what your industry is, what your niche is. You stand to benefit from learning digital marketing, the branding, being able to make yourself stand out from others, being able to use digital means to get the attention of recruiters, of hiring managers. You can create a campaign that will make them come to you, okay? Being able to create cash flow pretty much on demand, at whim. I've done it for years. Being able to create cash flow on demand. Because all it takes is free apps like, AI apps like InVideo, like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, Copilot, right? Along with apps like Google Docs, Google Slides, social media apps like TikTok, Pinterest, IG, FB. And you can go from in the morning, waking up broke, and be up by several hundred to several thousand to tens of thousands, depending on the size of your community and how diehard they are by the end of the day. It can literally move that fast, right? We have people in our community who started with 4,000 followers, and within the last month's journey, they are at 35 and 40,000 followers. And that is why they can go live and they can sell multiple units of DBA while they are live. Okay? If you go live every day for 30, 60 days, at some point, you're going to build rapidly. It's just going to take off and you're going to build rapidly. But you got to do it consistently. I heard Rich say today he goes live 3 times a day. I can't say I do 3 times a day every day, but I've been going live every day. For the most part, I've only missed like 2 days in the last 30 or so days. Okay? And I won't say that I sell every live, but I do make sales from live. I do make sales in my sleep. I've been making sales in my sleep since 2014. Okay, 2014. And I don't mean people that I know just happen to buy while I'm asleep. I mean people that I've never met, never talked to. See, we get caught up on following. We get caught up on who liked and who commented and feeling like they should buy. And I am here to tell you, it is the people who never comment, that you've never seen interact with a post, that will buy. But then when you have a conversation, they'll say, oh yeah, I watched you for weeks. I watched you for months. I watched you for years. Right? I've had people, join me who have watched me for up to 18, 24 months. I know a lot of people are very excited and they want to move the needle and they want to move it fast. I wish that for you. I wish you nothing but blessings and love. But the race is not given to the swift. It's given to the one that endured to the end. It is a relentless marathon of redundancy. And that is getting up day in and day out and doing your daily income producing activities, beginning with 30 minutes of personal development each and every day, writing your gratitude statements, doing your affirmations 3 times a day. Right? Spending, 10 minutes reading or reading 10 pages a day. That personal development, your income will seldom exceed personal development. All right? So what is it? 5 minutes left, y'all. 5 minutes left because your girl is tired. So go ahead and join DBA. If you are in DBA, you might want to check out my MRR on AI traffic generation. It is only $50. You also get to resell that. It comes with a done-for-you course, and it comes with a done-for-you sales funnel using System IO. You cannot sell it for less than $50. I don't have enough time because I got to go to bed soon, but I can come back and talk to you more about that, or you can DM me. It is $50, okay? And it's all about creating content using a monetized platform to get traffic from Google and YouTube in order to make yourself wealthy, okay? So, I also have Pin Profits Mastery. I also have a course on content that converts. I have a course on sales mindset, the cash flow and business growing mastermind. Okay, I created that the summer of 2020. Okay, so I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, to be cliche. I have been creating and selling digital products since 2015. I freed myself from the bondage of corporate slavery with my first course. Made $8,000 the first weekend. I made so much money that summer that by October I was slightly depressed, a little more than slightly depressed, because I could not believe it was that easy all along. I felt lied to. I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed because all this time I thought it was getting a good job, getting a good education, getting a good job. And when I found out that didn't work, I went back and I got another degree. And then I went back and got another degree, right? And all this time, all I really needed was the digital marketing. And most of that was self-taught. Right? I went out on my own rabbit hole of discovery through podcasts, through YouTube channels, back 2014, 2015, I was actually still working a traditional job. I thought I could be underemployed. It didn't work like that. But anyway, if there was a marketing webinar, if there was a digital marketing webinar, I was on it. And sometimes I would attend the same webinar 3, 4, 5 times. That's how bad I wanted it. And so that's what you got to ask yourself right now. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do you want to still be in the same situation or worse a year from now? Because think about it. Last year, if you're in the same situation you are in today compared to a year ago, you are actually behind. Why? Because of inflation. If you're in the same spot you are in today compared to 2 years ago, you are even further behind. Why? Because of inflation. And chances are your job, your raise still did not keep up with inflation. And if you know anything about economics, you know they've been lying about inflation and making it look lower for decades. Because I think they don't include gas, and I think they don't include the price of food in inflation, right? And we know how much more food costs. So are you going to risk being in the same spot again on June 25th, 2025? Or are you going to make a decision and do something different today by joining DBA and learning the skills that are going to future-proof your income earning ability? That is a question that only you can answer. I'm going to be cool either way. Because I'm going to keep going live. I'm going to keep creating and posting content. I'm going to keep emailing my list. I'm going to keep talking to people about it. Because there's no way that AI is going to generate more billionaires and millionaires and faster than ever in history. And I am not going to scrap to get my share of it. Whether it be $1 million, whether it be $10 million, or whether it be, $500,000, I don't care. I'm going for all of it that is meant to be mine by divine assignment. Okay? So it is now 12:30. And my biggest fear with going live late at night is that I fall asleep while I am live and snore. That would be so embarrassing. So, just like with drinking alcohol, you got to know when to say when. And I think now it's time to call it. Okay. So if you were not prepared or able to go live, to join DBA right now, definitely go and get that free preview from my link in bio. It is the second button, right? All you have to do is give your name and your email so that I can follow up with you. But you can actually order directly from that link, from the link in that document itself. It's listed several times. Or, you can order while I'm asleep. You can join while I'm asleep. But it is time for me to get ready to go because I will begin rambling and stuttering. And the last thing I want to do is be on here snoring and then y'all talk about me or screen record me and go viral with a video of me snoring while I'm live. So I appreciate y'all for being here, for listening, and I hope you learned something. And if you found value at all, please be sure to follow me and share my content with those in your network, and leave a nice comment or a DM. I do like to take screenshots of those and post them in my stories and elsewhere as social proof of the value that I do bring, because I do pride myself in leaving people better than I found them. I'll never forget, a girl told me years ago she felt like after every time she was around me, she would go home feeling like she could fly. Okay, my mission is to help 100 families make their first $1,000 online, and I firmly believe DBA is the best program out of so many things that I've offered over the years to be able to do that. Okay, with that being said, y'all have a great sleep. And I will see you later, God willing. Bye-bye.